Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Matt Kelly. Oh, and he's got the motherfucking New Metal Agenda shirt on. Say what's up for the people.
What's up, people?
Matt Kelly, thank you so much for joining the program. It's great to have you here. I was thinking about this as an intro, but I want to confirm it with you on live. Are you the undisputed New Metal King of TikTok? I'm thinking, yeah.
I would like to say, yeah.
I think you should just own that one. Please welcome. I'm gonna introduce you again. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Please welcome the undisputed New Metal King of TikTok, Matt Kelly, everybody. Matt Kelly in the building, loving the banner, really loving the shirt. Where'd you get the shirt from?
You already know.
2 rats on your shoulder. Yo. Sorry. Now I feel like I need to keep my voice down. Can you? What are the name of the rats? What are the rats' names?
Dash, because he can't sit still, and Babushka.
Aww. This is really wonderful. So we're having 3 guests at a time. Audiences, if you want to put in your questions for Matt Kelly and Matt Kelly's Rats, please do that. I have to jump in with this one though right away because someone pointed it out in chat earlier while I was playing your song of Be Aggressive. Is the Be Aggressive chant a Faith No More reference / sample?
No. More so Marilyn Manson's Be Obscene.
Are you familiar though with the Faith No More song?
I heard it after the fact. I wasn't really didn't really listen to Faith No More before.
Basically invented nu metal. Really would have made nu metal. Without them, we would have no nu metal at all. But I think that's a cool, even if it's an accidental reference, I think that's a cool reference as far as like kind of letting the audience know, like, hey, I'm Mad Kelly, I know my shit, right?
Hell yeah.
Like you're going back with it. So why don't you just, for anyone in chat though that's unaffiliated, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit though, where you came from, where you got your start, where you're based?
I'm Mad Kelly. Originally from Detroit, Michigan. I'm out here in South Florida. And yeah, I'm just trying to be myself and see how many other people are like me. And it's cool because I met a lot of cool friends off of TikTok. And I used to be old head with TikTok. And like, that shit's weird. And yeah, I'm just
I had to enlist someone from my Discord community to actually show me how to use TikTok. I had to like find a young person. I was like, please help me with this. And they're like, oh, you got to use these hashtags. You got to put text up here and text down there. Use these captions. Got to post at certain times of day. I mean, they're right. You know, you got to play that game.
It is all consistency at the end of the day.
What is your favorite TikTok hashtag?
Hashtag Mad Kelly.
Hashtag Mad Kelly. Mad Kelly 2X. Can you just walk us through, though, your TikTok experience? So before you ever brought yourself onto that platform, you were a nu metal fan?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, since growing up, super religious household, so I would listen to Skillet type of nu metal.
POD.
POD, of course. And then on the other side, my dad sneaking Linkin Park into my ears as a kid.
Which was every, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to just say this. Every Christian household, the kid had a copy of Hybrid Theory. No swears.
Yeah.
That's how we got that vibe. We were like, no parental advisory. There's no swearing on this album. They were basically a Christian band for us.
There's no swearing on that.
Not one swear on the first 2 albums. I know. It was a godsend for us, pun intended.
Hell yeah, Disney Channel nu metal.
But go on.
What's up?
Go on though. So you were raised in a Christian household. You were listening to some cleaner nu metal stuffs.
Yeah, I mean, I still listen to Skillet all the time. The Collide albums, top 3 favorite albums of all time, to be honest.
I've never heard it.
Oh man, it's 2003, and they kind of transitioned from like a industrial type of orgy type of sound to just, I would say, their most nu metal album they have. But yeah, grew up super religious household, Linkin Park was like the initial breakthrough to new metal, and then I'd say Deftones from there. My grandmother got me into Korn, and when she first played it, I didn't really like it. Shout out to the grandma.
Shout out to Grams.
I didn't really like it at first, and I mean, she kept on playing it because
How did
she just
your
kept talking about the bass tone of that band was just her favorite.
Oh, Grams were shit. Wait, how did your grandma get into Korn?
She was like Metallica, like super heavy music. She used to work at some club promoting thing, but it was all for heavy metal music. It's where she met my grandfather, and from there, she just, I don't know. This is just always, my grandma's always been into metal,
Chat says
and
grandma a real one, granny a real one.
she is. She's wearing my merch. Sends pictures of her wearing my merch. She's the coolest grandma ever. Best new metal grandma.
So you got into Korn, you were into Korn through your grandma, and then you started making your own music?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be making like Christian rap
Bro,
to start off with,
I need
but
you to leak me the Christian rap Mad Kelly songs. I need you. Listen, chat, make some noise. I feel like we need the Mad Kelly Christian rap. Oh, come on.
we can't. I mean, it's somewhere. It's online. Like, if you can find it, then power to you. But there will be no guidance from
There
me.
will be no guidance. It's like, that's your adventure. That's your adventure to take. No acknowledgement here. If you want me on the show, if you want me on the show ever again, drop it. Just drop this subject.
Someone said Rapture Ruckus.
What's the reference?
Big underscore stinky
Rapture
underscore
Ruckus
stoma and the
was
channel we're meant to be.
like Rapture Ruckus,
KJ52.
KJAK52,
Ah, grits.
fucking Grits, not Far East Movement,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Cross Movement or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, something like that. Oh my god.
Manifest was one of them. He kind of did more of the rockish type of rap mixture.
Did you
That's
get?
crazy.
Were you ever into 1,000-Foot Crutch?
Yes. I actually think 1,000 Foot Crutch and the band Steppa, they kind of have like
Yeah.
a vibe, and yeah, if because 1,000 Foot Crutch is very gaudy, like Jesus-y in their
Very.
music.
You know what?
Steppa's-
Doing this project, I've actually developed a certain respect for the Christian bands that just straight up like name check Jesus and stuff. Like, go all the way with it. You know, like, don't put any buffer room in there so that if the Christian thing's not working out, you can be like, well, the songs were always open to interpretation. Just be like, yo, word up to Big JC. But I posted, you know the song Puppet by 1,000 Foot Crutch?
which album is that off
Very
of?
first one. Gonna get this party started.
I think so, with the graffiti on the wall.
Yeah, I love that song. I posted a clip of them doing it live to TikTok, and it blew up 250,000 views. And everyone was just shitting on it, just making fun of them, what they were wearing, how they were like performing and stuff. I was fucking mad. I'm like, what is this disrespect?
That shit was like the only new metal within the Christian community. Yo, shout out to DC Talk too. These people know their shit.
Day Sleep Music's all over it. Day Sleep Music, I wish Jars of Clay was new metal, but they're big time not. Toby Mac? Bro! Toby Mac! Dude, Toby Mac, I had the DVD for Momentum. I wore that
Momentum
shit
was
out.
a good Diver City was a good album.
We're living in extreme days. I want to get him on the show so bad.
Can you please
He would be a
invite
dream
me?
guest. Yeah, and then you would be on there too. But he would be an absolute dream guest because he does like the most white bread Christian music shit now ever. And I want to have him on and be like, you're a new metal. I want to like be like, go back to your roots, Toby. You know,
He
you had the
definitely
bucket hat. You had the bucket hat. I was there.
Super Chick, man. Everyone is just bringing up the old music I used to listen to. It was
How about
crazy.
did you ever like Falling Up?
Falling Up was good too.
No way.
This is the way that this ocean.
I thought that I would have lost you there.
Hell no. I grew up in it, man.
Wow, we're not even
That's
moving
the
on.
Browns.
We can't move on from this one topic. We're just playing.
All right,
You know
all
what?
right,
Hey,
all right.
you know what? Oh, dude, you should come back on the podcast to do an episode about Christian new metal.
Let's do it. Let's
That would
fucking
be
do it.
fucking so sick. I got one more. How about Project 86?
Project 86 was amazing, man.
Come on. on.
Wait,
Come on. I
what's
don't think
the
I don't
album?
Red. How about Red?
I was just listening to Red too.
Oh my God.
Let me go to my likes real quick.
Yes, Crazy Town, the least Christian new metal band of all time. Thanks, Beatles Juice. Way to pivot. Way to pivot.
End of Silence was Red's best album.
That's a good album. You know what I think? So to me, Red sounds like if Evanescence had replaced Amy Lee with Paul McCoy of 12 Stones. 12 Stones, another one, by the way. Like
I
it
love
sounds
12.
like Evanescence with a dude singer.
It does. The orchestra and the music, the piano and everything. It does.
Okay, but we have to move on. So I'm gonna change to
Okay.
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter. It was on a 2003 Christian X
Experience the
CD.
alternative. Oh! Come on! They had the same damn CD. I wore that fucker out. I wore that thing out. Come on. With the Reliant K on one side and the Demon Hunter on the other side. Oh my God, that could be the episode. As we could do it about that compilation because that was
I'm
so
down.
formative.
I think I still have the hard copy at my
Dude,
house.
that was so formative to me. That's fucking crazy. That shit is crazy. We didn't even talk about Under Oath. We didn't talk about Switchfoot. This is getting way off
Oh
topic.
yeah. All right. We'll save the whole
Okay,
Christian.
let's this is a bigger discussion for real. Let's move on though. So I do. You know what? I want to ask this question overall because it's something I think about a lot. What is your relationship like to TikTok? And what I mean by that is because like my main platform is Twitter. Twitter is a disaster. It's a nightmare. It's always just fucked up and broken. You don't even use it. Like that's how out of the conversation Twitter is. Like I remember when I tried to contact you for the first time, I went to your Twitter page. I don't think you've even posted anything. It's literally just your bio and it says, I don't use this. I don't use this.
Twitter's not for me, man. I don't know. It's just not for me. I mean, TikTok I didn't think was for me either, but I can't necessarily just knock it completely because that's where most of family, everyone knows me from and how I know everyone from. So it's just very I don't know. I mean, consistency is the key, but like I don't know. I don't want to be a part of what overdoes new metal in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to wash it out pretty much. So like
Speaking
as
of
far
washing it out, though, you did your spark moment there was when you started doing hair tutorials, right?
yeah,
That's how you like
Yeah.
really blew up. And I know that I was reading an article today about there are some hair tutorials out there with like 500 million views. Like there's just certain stuff on TikTok that just
Yeah.
goes insane. So why don't you tell us though a little bit about those projects?
I mean, I was putting out the TikToks I was dropping was like I don't know, it wasn't very like creator-ish, I guess. And then I did a hair video where I dyed my hair green, but in the video I was making it seem like I was doing blue or something like that. And then when I revealed it, I was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And from there, someone said, "You look like Chino," and then I replied to that one with that pose and his sex face that he puts on and shit like that.
I'm familiar with it.
And then, from there, it was just people say you all look like Static X.
And then you
I
got
took-
to do that one.
I had one of my old dreads and just stuck it to my chin.
Oh, and you did the hair straight up. What did you use? We had Tony Campos of Static X on the program, and he told us what they were using. Riv, do you remember what that was? If you remember what that was, Riv, let me know because it's like the universal question. Well, what did you use to get the Wayne Static effect?
Gorilla Glue, the Moco Day Gorilla. The thing is, I gave them views, money out my wallet, tattooed them, put them on my flesh, no acknowledgement.
Oh, you have a Gorilla Glue tattoo.
Let me see if I can.
Let's go.
Whip.
The Gorilla Glue hair tattoo.
But yeah, no response, no.
I don't know why these brands are bag fumblers. Like, when did these brands become such fumblers of the bag?
And they try to be active on TikTok. Like I see them, they have the whole mascot thing. So they're trying, but they just never.
I had a back and forth with whoever runs the Twitter account for Four Loko, and they never ever would do anything with me. And it was like, I am your demographic. Let
Exactly.
me. We gotta do one Four Loko new metal party. Do you know how fucking epic?
Yeah, no, that would be crazy.
But you can't. I think more than ever now, brands are scared of social media. Like, they're scared to take that risk. Like, what if,
Yeah.
what if they partner up with me and then it's revealed that I'm like a racist or something? Oh, and they got to apologize for everything. Oh, we had no idea. Like, brands are just scared to take that risk now. It's like too much on the line.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
See,
just what
Day
it,
Sleep Music just said that brands are scared of working with individuals now because if you get canceled, they get canceled. So I do think, because I think I say this too much. I need to stop saying this, but I think you feel the same. Where it's like if we had this level of clout in like 2019, we would be fucking.
Oh yeah,
shit
no,
would
for
be
sure.
sweet.
Well, 2019 was also a very scary place.
Well, yeah, but still. Anyway, so the hair stuff blows up on TikTok, and I need 2 rats to just be chilling with me. This is so frustrating. I was thinking, do you know anyone out there in Florida that has a possum?
Awesome.
I want a possum for a pet, but I could see that being one of those things that's very complicated, very difficult, very fast.
They're apparent like they'll seem scary and to shoo you away, but they're not like vicious animals at all.
It's just not a common enough pet. Riv says no. Thanks, Riv. My manager, Riv, is there to be my.
I want a raccoon. That's what
Dude,
I
I want
want.
a raccoon too, but I bet them fuckers are actually very hard to take care of.
Probably, yeah. I watched the video and people are like, because she posts videos about her raccoon all the time, but she was like, mine has like kind of a disability, so like don't look at my raccoon as thinking like this is how they all are.
When did you get the rats?
I got my first boy 3 years ago, and when he passed, it was too hard, so I doubled him.
You're like Willard. You ever seen the movie Willard?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Willard. It's about a guy that like learns how to communicate with rats and uses them to take revenge upon people, like an army
Oh,
of
is he like
rats.
he's like a villain or something?
I think he's like an anti-hero, but I think that should be a mixtape. You could do a mixtape called Willard. You could do an alter ego, Willard, Mad Kelly, King of the Rats. See how the creative energy just flows when we get together like this. So now you had to start. So you're doing big numbers on the tick of talk, and you're like, hey, this is cool. Were you like, did you have a music career already going, or was it something where it's like, okay, I need to get this started again so I can use this platform?
Music career. I don't know. Career wise, I'd say after TikTok stuff started, looking hopeful music wise. But I mean, I got signed before TikTok, and one of the big things was get on TikTok. And,
Of course.
I mean, but like, I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, it is nowadays. I mean, I feel like I look so much at the early 2000s and how they promoted their music, and I'm like looking like that's the direction I got to do, but totally forgetting that it's 20 years in the future from then. And
Always saying this to people, yeah.
like I wanted like the promotion back then that they had to do, like I want that, like, but
Yeah,
I mean
yeah. Warner
TikTok.
Brothers was cutting big checks. Warner Brothers
Yeah.
was cutting fat ass checks. We talked to Tim King of Soil, the band Soil, who were on J Records, and he was talking about like, yeah, we used to get picked up from the airport in limos, and they would spend $2,500 a brick of dirt for our music videos. They had surgical dirt for their music videos, surgical dirt, and I was like, I need that for these young kids. These young kids need that kind of opportunities for sure. Oh shit, I got a question for you. Did you join up with the creativity program beta on TikTok where you get paid by view?
I just did that like yesterday.
Really?
Slept. My girlfriend was like, you could like be making money off of this. I'm like, because it wasn't the beta thing. It was some other creator thing, but I couldn't use music. Like I couldn't use any new metal songs, which like that plays just as much of a part in my TikTok videos as my hair.
I'm gonna keep you on. You need to know it. The problem with the creativity program beta is if you post stuff on there with content you don't own, they'll kick you off. So I was on it for 2.5 months before they kicked me off. I made okay money. I made it. I just barely broke into the 4-figure amount before they were like, you don't own the rights to any of the shit you post. You're done. But it was a good 2 months. But that's just a
Oh,
heads up for you on that one. They will get you.
so what? Like what? Like you can't. What are like no-nos? You can't do what?
It just has to be stuff you own the rights to. So if you post with your music, that's clear. And if you use a song on the platform, you're good to go. But like, let's say you cut a video on like your computer and you add a song under it, and you post it, then that will get flagged and disqualified from the program. And there's only so many times you could do that before you get ejected and blah 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 blah. It's a whole bunch of things. But I was curious about that, so you just got on there. So if you start making them racks now, if your music videos start looking like millions of dollars, I can be like, okay, cool, he's breading up. He's breading up. So additionally, though, in addition to this, have you had any problems at all? Have you had any issues struggling like proving yourself outside of TikTok as just a musician? How's that journey been?
I mean, I'd say in my mind, I kind of feel like that, but I mean, yesterday I did a small, like, personal acoustic show, and a lot more people showed up for me than I thought they would. So, I mean, I guess yesterday I kind of got like a different perspective seeing all the people that showed up, and my music in no way is really acoustic at all. So I
You're like, so fuck them, basically. You're like, I'm doing my thing. Because it's
yeah.
like, because you know what? Because it's like anything. It's like, I would say that you're in sort of an equivalent position to like in the 90s, where if your band was like making big music videos that were on MTV, people hated on you for that too. It was like, oh, they're on MTV, oh, they're on TRL. This is so whack. All this MTV shit, this is bullshit. All this shit is whack. Like, there was always judgments being passed every generation, you know? I'm sure the first person to put their music on a record, some motherfucker came along and was like, this guy's on a record now. He can't even perform. He's putting his music on a record. People have been hating it. So, every generation's got to judge the last one. So, but I will tell you this one. There's a funny story between myself and Mad Kelly. Is I really wanted to get my boy out here to our holiday show, which, by the way, is coming up this Thursday. I'm just saying, if you're in the LA area, holiday show coming up this Thursday. And I wanted to get Kelly out here to do it, and like we started brainstorming, like getting way ahead of ourselves. And then I asked Riv about it. I'm like, Riv, can you look into that? How can we make it happen? She was like, you are trying to get someone here from Florida to Los Angeles and back the week of Christmas. Do you have any idea how not going to happen this is not going to happen? And I was like, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. So it will happen, though. God is my witness.
It will happen.
God is my witness. The first Mad Kelly show on the West Coast is going to be. You haven't played out here yet, right?
I played. I mean, not like official like venues and stuff, but I played small shows out in California.
I think that as soon as we're back from winter break, as soon as we can, we need to get like internally, like me and my peoples, we need to get hustling, figuring out how to get you the fuck out here proper.
Let's throw a show at a church, like we're some Christian type of group, and just play Christian nu metal.
See, there you go. I got a question here. Yeah, everyone in chat, by the way, if you want to start asking questions, I'm happy to read right off chat and get these questions asked. The show is for the people, goddammit. So I'm going to be reading questions right off chat now. Let's talk about it. Unprofessional Haze Gamer. You plan on doing any touring next year? Would love to see you live in the Philly area. And that's especially... Are you planning on doing any touring next year?
I do plan on having a 2024 tour.
Mad Kelly come to Brazil?
Well, what is the big festival out there?
Rock in Rio.
I'll go there. I would love to play that. That is a bucket list for sure. I'll play anywhere that wants me to play.
Mad Kelly
honestly.
come to New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. Shout out to Blind Spot.
Oh, your voice just went all robot-y on me.
I know that, man. Anyway, have you ever been to Europe?
No, I've only been to Canada and Trinidad.
I feel like I know so many musicians that are like, tour in Europe again, tour in Europe. And I'm just like, oh, I want to tour Europe. I feel like
I wanted my first tour to be in Europe, to not be in the States at all. But
the UK fucking loves nu metal. Like the UK, I don't think nu metal ever necessarily died in the United Kingdom. So we got to get your ass out there. Hold on though, I'm losing it. We got questions going. Here. Oh, by the way, all capital letters. Maddie ASX. Come to Brazil, Mad Kelly. That's all capital letters. I just want you to know.
Okay.
They're very dedicated on that one. So we will get Mad Kelly to Brazil. God is my witness. We will get Mad Kelly to Brazil. Do you use live amp recordings? This is from Day Sleep Music. Do you use live amp recordings or amp simulators? I like how he's
At
sitting in front of a bunch of amps, by the way. And he's like, Marshall Stacks.
The first the Human EP was a line 6, 8, one of those amps. And I just used all the effects that were on that amp, and it was a small shitty amp, and that was what I used. But now more so like the amps that are on my program. It's just easier, more variety. On this next album, or the first album.
Ooh, what amp simulator do you use? You know Howard Benson, the producer?
No.
He did Satellite for POD. He did a bunch of work for I think he did a My Chemical Romance album or something. He's got an amp simulator though that you should check into. Shit is hot.
Link me.
I'll do that after this. He did 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. He did. So I'll show you. I'll send that one to you though after. It's really good. We got another question coming in here from the chat. Panic Clinic. Panic Clinic, by the way, this is important. Listen to me. Panic Clinic, extremely talented artist. You see this baby sitting on the glove right there, our show logo. Panic Clinic drew that shit. So Panic Clinic, if you want to drop links to your socials and stuff, I could not possibly endorse that enough. I think Panic did some art for you.
Yeah, I think.
Like if
Maybe.
I'm not mistaken.
1 second.
Matt Kelly's got a dope ass logo. Like you see that font up there? That shit is cool. I like the L's have that little knifey swoosh right there. What else can we talk about here? Matt Kelly's ceiling, it's an interesting ceiling. He's got the curtains. Oh, hold up.
It was this one right here.
Yo, Panic Clinic representation in the building. We love to see it. Panic Clinic representation in the building. Absolutely one of the best, most talented new metal artists in general that I know. So, big fat W, Panic Clinic. But Panic Clinic is wondering, is the tattoo under your eye an earwig or some other insect?
It is an earwig. In Michigan, I was scared of them. So they get a special spot on my face forever. But yeah, I grew up with the fear of them crawling in my ear and staying in there.
And so you figured, I'm just gonna own this. I'm just gonna put it up there.
Yeah, I mean it was a cover up, but the best possible cover up I could have done.
What was it covering up? No, you don't gotta tell us that.
I don't even remember.
I feel like this keeps getting asked, so I'm just gonna have to ask you. Beatles _juice, all capitals. Opinion on Crazy Town. I've never met anyone else that likes it. Listen, I could introduce you to some Crazy Town fans. Do we have one in the house right now? Crazy Town fan in the building. Crazy Town Defender.
The Gifted Game is an iconic album. It's Crazy Town's good. I mean, I think Shifty's doing better now, right? I saw a recent video of him.
The Crazy Town Renaissance begins now. We gotta. What's your favorite deep cut on the Gifted Game? Oh, you know what song? So I badmouth this song. This song's so bad, but I know every single word to this song. You know the song "Drowning" by them?
Drowning.
Am I fading away? When I was a kid, I had that song and no other Crazy Town song. To me, they were the Drowning band. I had never heard Butterfly.
Really?
I just really liked. So I liked Linkin Park. That song is an obvious Linkin Park ripoff, and I was all about it. I was like, this is their only song. They have no other songs.
My favorite song by them is Skulls and Stars.
Skulls and Stars. I'll have to take your word on that. I don't remember that one. I've listened to their first 2 records. I did not like either, but I'm not proud of that. I wish I fucked with Crazy Town. I respect Crazy Town defenders. I respect the Crazy Town defenders out there. Big time. All right. Let me see if I missed any questions. Scroll. We got any other questions that we want to drop out here in the chat. I am all about asking him.
I hunt iguanas. I don't hunt any other animals but
Do you eat
iguanas.
them?
I will be. I got one today, actually. And we're gonna cook them up, and apparently it's like a mixture of chicken with the texture of steak. So,
Do you identify more with? You said you're from Michigan.
yes. I mean, yeah, that's where I grew up from. I was born in California. I was raised off in Michigan, but
Do you identify more with Michigan or Florida? Because I feel like if you're hunting and eating iguanas, you're like full Florida.
yeah, I guess you kind of have to be. With the face tattoos, I guess you could. I guess I'm Florida. I mean, I didn't have them before I moved here, so.
Did iguanas do anything to you, or do they just taste good? Panic Clinic says that they make great taco meat.
My girlfriend my girlfriend doesn't like them at all, so I do what I have to do as a man, you know.
Mad Kelly's not a reptile hater. Come on.
No, I don't. Well, I don't like snakes either because they'll hurt my babies.
Mad Kelly might be a reptile hater.
I mean, I like geckos. I think they're cute.
You like gators?
Gators are cool. I mean, I'm not gonna hang out with them or mess with them ever. But
Shout out to Gators Daily for sending me my gator plush toys. I don't have a rat, but I guess I can just set this guy right here. Gators Daily plush. My mom thinks gators are super ugly and not cute at all. It drives me nuts. I think they're an incredibly underrated animal. So we've gotten a lot of Mad Kelly singles. Is there a Mad Kelly album in the work? You did put out a release. Was it an EP or was it an album?
It was an EP, but Spotify is like saying it's album, but it was EP. That was just a buildup of singles that I had before then, and then 2-3 extra songs. But this album is going to be 14 new songs. I think I'm gonna do 2 singles before the album, because I just want each and every song to kind of be a surprise.
With the acoustic show that you've done recently, can we expect more post-grunge singing, some more balladry, some more It's Been a Whiles on the record?
I'm gonna tell you this: the album does have a lot of divorce dad rock, a lot of butt rock in it. You know, I've been.
You've never meant to be so cold.
A lot of Nickelback sound, Stained type of vibes to it.
I've said it before. I'm like, nobody's doing that right now. I feel like somebody could come in, write a really good power ballad like that, and just kill the game. They just did it right.
I got some good shit. I promise. I had an album like basically ready, and then I was listening to it, and it kind of just sounded overproduced, and I don't know. I didn't want it to. I mean, I want everything to be cohesive, but at the same time, I don't want it to just be one big song.
You don't want it to be like too predictable.
Yeah, so we me and my boy Kilvane, which he helps a lot out with a lot of the music that's out right now. But I'm gonna be going to California, and I'll hit you up whenever I go out there. We're gonna lock in for a week and just kind of finish everything, and hopefully I'll have it by mid 2024.
Keep me posted on that date, because it's like, if you're gonna be out here, let me see if I can find a venue for us. Let's do a show, like just a DJ type show, no full bands. See if we can, because I think that if we could do we could do like a Mad Kelly secret show or something, like West Coast Invasion, something like that. Try to drum up some hype, some excitement around it, because I'm hopefully, this will be much further along. My thing will be much further along by that point, and I'll have a better head on my shoulders about doing events. So we'll stay in touch on that. We'll stay on. All right, bet
it will be February area. I gotta finish it before March, so it will be in February.
Will Be Aggressive be on the album?
No.
Damn! I knew you were gonna say that. It's a good song. It's a good song.
Thank you, man. It's too poppy, I guess.
Oh, come on. That's what the people need more of. We need more of the poppy. I was playing the songs earlier. The songs, I was playing a lot of heavy shit. There's a lot of bands doing that heavy shit. I think you need to bring more of the acoustic guitars in there. I want to hear that, but we need the poppy. You know what?
There's
I gotta let you cook. But I like that song. I just want to ride for that song. I want to say that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Because I'm worried that maybe people aren't telling you what the truth is about that track. I think that track is a slammer. I think that's a good one.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, Matt Kelly. Let's get a few more questions. You can get a couple more questions. We got some time. We've got Hitbox coming up later tonight. We got Omerta. Are you a fan of either of those bands?
I've never heard of Hitbox, but I did check them out before I came on here, and I fuck with them. Omerta though is
Omerta's that
that
shit.
shit. Is that shit? My drummer loves Omerta, and I would love to do a show with them in the future. So if everything works,
say no more. Say no more. We will connect. We will connect. What made you start music?
Like from the beginning, guitar lessons at church.
Nice. What was the first song that you were taught?
It goes like, humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. Some hymn.
G, E minor, C,
Yeah.
D. All those songs use very similar chords.
E minor, C, and D are actually the only chords in that song.
See, I know. We're dialed in. We were raised in the church. We were raised in those churches where the service is only like 45 minutes to an hour. Real in and out type stuff. Thoughts on Bico? B-I-C-O? Not familiar either. You might have to educate us. Hey, let me ask you this though, Matt Kelly. What was the best new metal song that you discovered in 2023, and what was your favorite that came out in 2023? So discovered is like it could have come out whenever, but you just found it last year or this year. And then what was your favorite new metal song that came out in 2023?
Off top of my head, let me look. I gotta look through.
And I'll tell you what, one of many reasons why I am a ardent Mad Kelly defender is because Mad Kelly actually knows his shit.
Low Pro. You know who Low Pro is?
Low Pro.
Bro. Why were they not bigger than they were?
It's because they were signed to Aaron Lewis's record label, and Aaron did not have the business acumen to like have his own label. He's not Fred, you know?
Yeah.
Like what is the second best band that was on Aaron Lewis's record label? That's about what I don't even think there was one. So, yeah. But and I think that we talked about them before. Did you ever check out Ultra Spank?
That was his old band.
Same vocalist, yeah.
Click something, or I've heard one song.
They're pretty dope, but they're very industrial. If you like, because like what the Low Pro album is like very big, open, like post grungy type stuff, but with some heavy guitar chords in there. Like it's the type of post grunge I fuck with, where it's very much post grunge, but then every once in a while you'll get a heavy ass riff.
Yeah. More so on the metal post grunge versus the country side of post grunge.
So is that some influence you're taking into this new album?
Low Pro has pretty big influence into it.
I'm really excited because that is something that I feel like nobody has ever said before. Ever? I don't know if anyone's ever been like Low Pro's a big influence on us.
Bro, I can't even really find them, like, or find anybody from that, like, the bands to like even hit up.
The lead singer's got to be kicking around. What's his name again? Peter Murray, something like that.
Something, yeah.
We need to track him down. I'm getting a couple more questions running quick. Do you like? You gotta like Cold, the band.
Yeah, we like Cold over here.
There's no way you don't like Cold. There's no way. I love Cold. They're one of the first new metal bands I got back into.
He's got the post grunge voice, nice and dialed.
I love his voice. He can sing. He can sing. You were at Sick New World. Did you see them at Sick New World?
Didn't get a chance to. I didn't even get a chance to see System of a Down.
You didn't get a chance to see me. We missed each other, didn't we?
Yeah, that's sad. I saw Kevin. He came up to me.
That is so weird. I don't know how that possibly happened. We can't let that chance go by again though. We won't fuck that.
You're going this year, right?
I'm on the fence. It's I need to see if it's in the budget, but we will see if we can make that happen. A couple more questions are scrolling by here. Thoughts on Chevelle? Oh, you fuck with Chevelle.
Yeah.
You fuck with Chevelle.
I will say I'm not a big fan of them live. I'm like no shade, but
I just saw them. They were so much better than I thought they would be.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Sick New World. They were like, it was was my dad liked Chevelle.
listen, we can't. Now, listen, we can't ask Matt Kelly their thoughts on every single new metal band that ever existed. I'd love to do that, but we can't do that. We can't be doing that. Can't be taking up too much of this man's much busy time. Did I hear it somewhere? There was a rumor though that there was a third rat in the mix now. You got 3 rats going in there.
I got 2 now. The first one, he's sleeping forever.
Oh, you like? Oh, right. Rest in peace. What's his name? What's the rat's name? What's that?
The original boy was Mr. Bojangles.
Rest in peace, Mr. Bojangles. Can we get a few RIPs in chat if you're feeling up to it? But let me get like 1 or 2 more questions for Mad Kelly. His projects, his upcoming plans, his hair, he has no hair left. The hair, he's out of hair tutorials. He's gonna have to pivot to like fitness influencer or something.
Yeah. I got it. You know, dyeing your hair, pretty much every day is not really healthy, I guess. I'm restraining myself from dyeing my hair and letting it kind of just do its thing naturally.
It was a funny journey to watch, like on your TikTok story, because you used to have like a lot of hair, then you cut it in different styles, then you had the Meigs thing with just the front, and then that had to go, and you're like, I'm just bald. And bald is very new metal though. Yeah, dreads and being bald. We have a lot of bald kings in the new metal sphere.
We do. I made a whole TikTok about that too, the bald new metal.
Any new piercings in 2024?
Yes, I'm gonna be taking a lot of them out. I think I'll always have this one because this is just new metal as fuck. I don't know. I don't want to say what I'm gonna get because I'm gonna be the only one to have it when you guys see it versus if I say it.
He's getting the David Draymond chin thingy.
No, I think that's too
biting. I know.
Yeah, too much of that. But the piercings will be wild. It's gonna be some shit that a lot of people don't really do nowadays. The only hint I can say is drowning pool.
Ooh. By the way, I want you to know you name checked Stepa earlier in the show. We have the lead. I think this is the lead singer. Lead singer Jesse is in chat right now, so I'm sure the admiration is mutual. And I think maybe, man, I feel like a Stepa sample would go fucking crazy on a track. But they are in the building right now. I would hope for you guys to maybe to link up later or something. Anyway, I do think that about winds it down for me. I'd like to give you the absolute most sincerest thank you of all time for coming on the show, Mad Kelly. Thank you so much.
Guys for having me, and thank you. I'm gonna hit you up and let's plan this Christian new metal night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was I think that 2023 was a huge year for us, for the genre, for music, for us. And absolutely. 2024, let's just agree to agree. Twice as big. We're going twice as big. Twice as big. Thank you so much, Mad Kelly. I'm going to read some of these messages before you go. Thank you, Mad Kelly. New metal icon and legend, Mad Kelly. Thanks, MK. Bye, Mad Kelly. Appreciate you, Chief. I'm going to play you off now. Thank you so much.